Good morning, everybody. It's Elena Porter with meditation this morning. And I'm super excited about this thing because when you set an intention in meditation or yoga, then all of a sudden it comes back and slaps you smack between the eyes when you're not paying attention. It's a pretty interesting, and the dogs are joining us again this morning. Good morning, dogs. So the theme is very simple, and it's just be a good person. That's it. Those are the words. Just be a good person. So let's go ahead and find our spot for meditation, whether you're seated. If you're seated, you take your hands here on your knees with your palms up so you can always receive. If you want to lay down, just come to a comfortable seated posture of laying down, seated or laying down. And let's just begin to connect with our breath. So taking a nice deep inhale through your nose, nice deep exhale through your nose. What's interesting when you come to meditation or you take the time to just be still, there's a lot you bring with you. So let's just take an inhale and breathe in to clear our thoughts, our mind, our heart. And when we exhale, let's just let go of any distractions. Our yesterday, our rush to get here this morning, our expected week. So we can be fully present to feel, to experience, to hear something very profound this morning, this meditation. So as we talk about just being a good person, when you hear those words, what does it feel like to you? How does that resonate? Nice deep inhale through your nose, breathe it in nice and deep, 4 to 5 second inhale through your nose, 4 to 5 second exhale through your nose. So we're talking about very deep breathing, allowing that breath to flow, to cleanse, to restore, to bring clarity. So friends, when I had this theme on yoga on Monday, initially for me, even when I thought of the theme, I thought, yeah, I try to do that every day. You know, maybe this will resonate with people that aren't intentional with being a good person. I set that intention every day. And then yesterday, I'll share a short little story, and I hope it resonates with somebody. I was riding to work on my bike, and I loved that it was cool enough to ride my bike. And I get on this bike, it's just a beach cruiser, and it is the most challenging bike ride of 1 mile, friends. I live just 1 mile from work. And I'm like, my gosh, it's so difficult. What's wrong with the bike, or what's wrong with me? And I was working on the way to work, talking to someone at work, and they're like, yeah, that's why I don't like riding bikes. I'm like, no, this is different. Something's wrong here. Something's wrong with this bike. It feels like I'm going uphill in a 10-speed bike in gear 1. And then halfway through work, I realized, oh, my tires are really low. Could that be the reason? So I get myself to a gas station, and it costs money for air. And I have no money because I rode my bike to work with not my purse. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. I did go up to the attendant and say, don't you have free air somewhere? And they're like, I'm sorry, I don't. So on to work I go, friends. I borrow $1.50 from someone at work, and on the way home, I get on this bike, and now it's hot in Arizona. I'm riding, and I get to another gas station, and I have to change the dollar into quarters. And I'm talking again at work. I'm still working, friends, still working. And I go into the store and ask for change, and he says, is it for air? And I said, yeah, my tires are low. And the attendant started to tell me this story that I just wasn't paying attention to. And I told 3 times to the coworker on the phone, just one more minute, hold on. Just one more minute, hold on. And then it hit me between the eyes. Get off the phone for just a moment and listen to this young man's story. Can we just be good people, friends? When I got off the phone and took the next whatever minute or 2 to hear this young man's story that he was just so excited to tell me, I took 2 minutes, friends, to be just a good person to listen when somebody talks. The joy in his eyes. And when this short conversation was over, the biggest smile, and he said, gosh, thanks for listening to me. I know I'm silly because I'm about to cry, because the emotion that came over to me is that, you know what, friends? Life blinds us sometimes. And sometimes the smallest acts of kindness is being a good person. And we rush by those. How many times have I passed by opportunities just like the one I experienced yesterday? I was irritated with the bike. I was irritated with the ride. I was frustrated that I was trying to work and trying to be polite in the same moment, which wasn't easy. But what I wasn't doing was choosing to be just a good person in that moment. And it would have been my loss, friends. My loss. So letting maybe the words or the story kind of resonate with you where they will, let's just take the next 30 seconds with our breath in our mind, with our heart open. Breathe it in nice and deep. Inhale. Exhale. One might think, lucky man, young man, having a moment to share his story. But truth is, lucky me to see the joy. Lucky me. Sometimes we need to take those nice deep breaths to just clear our moment. So that we can truly feel and connect and step into a more beautiful moment, friends. Okay, so I'll share with you the verse for meditation this morning. And it's just a little story that actually I'm going to paraphrase. And it's from Mark 12, 41 through 44. And at one point, many rich people were making large contributions. And one poor widow came up and gave just 2 cents. 2 measly cents. And Jesus' reply was saying that widow gave more than the other rich people. They gave from something they would never notice was gone. But she gave from all she had. She dug deep down to that level of all she had and gave just 2 points. Friends, we're talking about in life digging deep to the core of who we are to give from that level where we feel it. From that level where we feel it. And friends, sometimes our time is the most valuable. I had business to do. I wanted to get home. It was hot. dig deep. Find that 2 cents core of who you are. And then just love. Just love. Just be a good person. First 10 or 15 seconds of that experience, I was trying to give from something I wouldn't feel. It was just kind of like a, yeah, I got it. Oh, I'm sorry for you. Oh, yeah, that must have been interesting. Kind of just trying to be polite. But I wasn't being a real good person. We all could step our game up a bit, right? Just be a good person. So let's take that inhale nice and deep. Breathe it in. Exhale. And with your next inhale, as you breathe in, just invite in opportunities. Say, bring them on. Bring them on, God. Give me an opportunity. Let the eyes of my heart see. Bring it on. Friends, it's those moments, those opportunities that we can either accept and step into, choose to walk away from, or worse yet, not even notice they're there. I love the lyrics of this song. It talks about coming alive. Friends, we just want to wake up and come alive with opportunity and purpose and intention to just be a good person. Just be a good person. So as you let your breath flow, inhaling and exhaling, letting it flow freely. If your mind tends to get distracted in meditation, which sometimes it does, just breathe in that thought and exhale that thought, and then refocus. Maybe on the story of digging deep, finding that 2 cents level of loving people. Or just letting the words, just be a good person, be like a mantra that kind of goes round and round in your brain. Be a good person. Just be a good person. Just be a good person. The beautiful thing is, as our day begins and the sun starts to rise, it's a new day, friends. Day one of awareness. Day one. Every day, new opportunities. So friends, this morning, as we continue to breathe, taking a moment to check back in with our breath, are we breathing deeply and inhaling deeply, allowing that breath to cleanse? It's so powerful, your breath. Breathe it in, nice and deep, cleansing, restoring. Allow it to bring clarity, places in your life where you can say, yeah, have that aha moment. That's what we want. I had an aha moment yesterday. There was no denying the moment. Because really, friends, it's little moments like that that we all have the opportunity to encounter that changes the whole tilt of the world. And we suddenly are tilting 100% towards love, kindness, a beautiful way of living. So you think of that scale, that visual in your mind of the scale, and they say it takes what? How many goods to offset a bad? Well, let's start piling up on this side, friends, today. Just be a good person and just watch it begin to go like this. More good, more kindness, more love. We're talking 2 cents to the core of who you are, where you feel something when you give. That level. So as we're coming to the close of our meditation, I want to take the next 15 seconds or so in this song to allow you to kind of just be with your thoughts. Today is a new day, friends. The sun's rising. We have the opportunity to be there for one another. I lean on you, you lean on me. Because at the end of the day, friend, what else is there but to be a good person? How much more full can a day be spent? Enjoy your last song.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I think you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me.
Slowly wiggle your toes, your fingers, allowing your body to come back to an awareness state. And you can stay right where you're at, or you can come to a seated posture with your eyes closed as I close in prayer. Heads bowed. Dear God, thank you so much for each person here present, those on Facebook, and those that will continue to watch this throughout the day. I pray that our hearts will be open and actually smiling right now as we just step into the intention of just simply being a good person. Digging down deep, finding that 2 cents level at the core of who we are, where when we give, we feel it, and it feels darn good. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Peace. Thanks for coming, you guys.